What's up, guys? It's Taco. I'm out front of Fishbones. I'm getting ready to go in and stock up with supplies for Amped Up's Perchapalooza. So, for some of my favorite perch lures, I come right over here. We have tons and tons and tons of perch lures. Some of my favorites, these little bustin' baits with the spinner blade. You also have the Betts spin. It's got the spinner blades with them. I do like the spinner blades myself. I think that little bit of extra flash really helps draw them perch in. But we have tons and tons of plastic tails, different bodies that you can make up your own little lure. You even have some of the gulp stuff. I mean, these gulp minnows, I've tried them a few times. Really work well. On top of that, right here, you have tons of different scents. You know, so you can add a little pure gel. Got a crappie and panfish, a menhaden. You got some smelly jelly stuff. A little bit of scent, a little bit of taste to add to your soft plastics if you're using soft plastics. So, another aisle over, come to another one of my favorite lures, these little rattle traps. These little rattle traps. I don't use these as often as I used to. They really do catch some big perch, but the little treble hooks can be a nightmare. So if you're using something like that, make sure you take a pair of pliers with you. Also over here we have tons of jig heads, stuff like that. You know, if you're making your own soft plastics up, you got the jig heads. But that's a couple of lures that I go to for perching. Here they also have your spinner blades if you want to make your own spinner up with just a jig head and whatever soft plastic tail you like. So they have all that down at Fishbones. Right here we got all your terminal tackle stuff. You got your high-low rigs. You got tons of hooks. You got all your sinkers. Now, when you're picking a hook for perch, you have to remember, perch kind of have a small mouth.
Make sure you rip the bottom.
Normally, I use like a number 2, a number 4, even a number 6 hook for perch personally. On sinkers, yeah, probably can get by with anything an ounce, maybe an ounce and a half or less, down to about 3/8 of an ounce, depending on where you're fishing and how much current it has. We also have the complete selection of fishing line, should you need some fishing line. Normally on perch, I'm using 4, 6 pound test. That's my kind of go-to style. If I'm fishing bottom for them, I might go with like 10, 12 pound test. But we have a whole selection of fishing line, and then you also have fluorocarbon leader if you want to tie up your own bottom rigs. If you're new and you're trying to set up for the first time, they also have quite the selection of tackle boxes. Something like this is kind of like a go-to for me for perch. Lets me keep my tail separated, put my jig heads in, put my spinner blades in, you know, put my sinkers, keep kind of stuff separated. And then we have more than enough rods in here to catch the perch that you need. Very well stocked with rods, reels, line, you know, all the stuff you really need to go out and catch them perch. Also, Fishbones is fully stocked with bait. They've got the night crawlers, you have bloodworms, you have lugworms, you have some dry bloodworms, and then you have fish bites. All of these are go-to baits for perch fishing. You can also use clam snouts, and people catch them on small pieces of shrimp. I know they have bait shrimp and clam snouts and razor clams as well. These are some go-to baits. Like I say, if I was drifting and bottom fishing, my first choice is going to be some bloodworm. If bloodworms are unavailable, which frequently have happened, I would go with the lugworms. You know, if I couldn't find those, I'm going to go with the fish bites or the Dynabait. These are nice because you can stick them in your box. You don't have to worry about refrigerating them. I'll take a pack of fish bites, cut it up into small pieces, put it right back in the pack. That way I don't have to stop and cut bait as I go. Okay, to wrap this up, Fishbones is one of our generous sponsors for a lot of our events. They have the tackle. They also have the staff that has the know-how. If you're new and you're looking to try something, don't hesitate to come down and ask these guys. They will steer you in the right direction. They're not going to try to sell you a big trolling combo to go out and catch perch. Well, they're not going to sell you a perch combo to go out and troll. Yeah, we hope to see everybody down here this Friday from 4 to 6. We're going to have in-person sign-ups for Perchapalooza. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope to see everyone this weekend at Perchapalooza, and we'll catch you in the next video.